Namaste and welcome. In today's session, I will be working out some more questions based on the concept how to find out a quadratic polynomial when its zeros are given from previous year's CBSE board examination question papers. Actually speaking, this video is the continuation of my previous video, Polynomials 02 Part 2. Here we go. Question number 3. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, f of x is equal to x square minus x minus 2, find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1. This type of question is very important as far as the board examination is concerned. Let's do it now. Solution. Before I start doing this question, let me give you the gist of how to go about a question of this particular type. See, you have been given a quadratic polynomial as f of x is equal to x square minus x minus 2. And alpha and beta are the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. So, easily I can find out the sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x squared. And also I can find out the product of the zeros, which is nothing but alpha beta, which is equal to constant term by coefficient of x squared. Okay. After that, my job is to find out a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1. Here again, I can find out the sum of the zeros of the required polynomial, which is nothing but 2 alpha plus 1 plus 2 beta plus 1. And product of the zeros of the required polynomial is going to be 2 alpha plus 1 into 2 beta plus 1. Already I know the values of alpha plus beta as well as alpha beta. When I substitute in the sum of the required polynomial as well as the product of the required polynomial, easily I can write the quadratic polynomial as g of x is equal to k into x squared minus sum of the zeros of the required polynomial into x plus product of the zeros of the required polynomial. So that will give me the final answer. So these are the steps involved in questions of this particular type. Now let's do everything step by step. Alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial f of x is equal to x square minus x minus 2. We get what is alpha plus beta? Sum of the zeros minus b by a, which is equal to minus of minus 1, which is equal to 1. Let me name this as 1. What will happen to the product of zeros, that is alpha beta, which is equal to c by a. Here the constant term is minus 2. So minus 2 by a is coefficient of x square, which is 1. So this is minus 2. Let me name this as 2. Let P and Q represent the sum and the product of the zeros respectively of the polynomial of the required polynomial whose zeros are, see, they are 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1. So, 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1. So, what will I be getting? P is equal to, P we have taken as sum of the zeros. So, sum of the zeros is equal to 2 alpha plus 1 plus 2 beta plus 1. This I can write as, I can combine 2 alpha and 2 beta and take 2 as common factor, then 2 into alpha plus beta, then 1 plus 1 is 2. This is nothing but 2 into, what is alpha plus beta? If you see, alpha plus beta is 1, whereas alpha beta is minus 2. So, I can substitute over here 1, then plus 2. This will give me 4. So, I am getting P is equal to sum of zeros. Sum of the zeros is equal to 4. Let me name this particular result as 3. What will happen to product of zeros? Q is equal to, because we had taken the product as Q, is equal to product of the zeros is equal to 2 alpha plus 1 into 2 beta plus 1. When I multiply term by term, I will be getting 4 alpha beta plus 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 1. This is nothing but, I can combine these two terms. I will be getting 2 into alpha plus beta plus 4 alpha beta plus 1. I can write over here, I substituted alpha plus beta is equal to 1. Actually that I got it from 1. So let me make a note of it from 1. When it comes to product of the zeros, I have to make use of the values of alpha plus beta as well as alpha beta. So alpha plus beta is 1 and alpha beta is minus 2. So this is 2 into 1 plus 4 into minus 2 plus 1. This I got from 1 and 2. When I simplify, I will be getting 2 minus 8 plus 1, which is going to be minus 5. Therefore, Q is equal to product of zeros is equal to minus 5. Let me name this result as 4. Now we have to write the required quadratic polynomial. So let me first write the important point. We know that In general, any quadratic polynomial can be written as f of x is equal to k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, where k is any non-zero real number. But here in this question, instead of alpha plus beta, I am going to write p, because we took p as the sum of the zeros of the required polynomial. The same manner, in the place of alpha beta, I am going to write q, because q we took it as the product of the zeros of the required polynomial. So, we have to make everything very clear. Therefore, the required quadratic polynomial is already the given polynomial, they mentioned this f of x is equal to x square minus x minus 2. See here. So let me take over here some p of x is p of x is equal to k into x square minus p x plus q, where k is any non-zero real number. So, this is going to be k into x square minus p, we got it as 4, and q we got it as minus 5. So, let me substitute in place of p and q. I will be getting minus 4x minus 5. Therefore, of course, I have to write over here where k is any non-zero real number. Therefore, the required quadratic polynomial is p of x is equal to, just you write x square minus 4x minus 5. X square minus 4x minus 5. You have to conclude your answer at the end. Answer, just rewrite the same statement. Question number 4. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial f of x is equal to 3x square minus 4x plus 1, find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are alpha square by beta and beta square by alpha. This question is similar to the previous question what we did in today's class. I am doing one more question of the same type so that you will be in a position to understand better. Let's do it now. Solution. The same steps I am going to write. Since alpha and beta or the zeros of the quadratic polynomial f of x is equal to 3x square minus 4x plus 1, we get sum of the zeros is equal to alpha plus beta is equal to, it is minus b by a, which is minus coefficient of x. Here the coefficient of x is minus 4 and a is the coefficient of x square, which is 3. So let me write over here minus 4 by 3, which is equal to 4 by 3. Okay. Let me name this as, that is alpha plus beta as, therefore alpha plus beta is equal to 4 by 3. Let me name this as 1. What will happen to product of zeros? Product of the zeros is equal to alpha beta, which is c by a, where c is the constant term. If you see the given quadratic polynomial, the constant term is 1 and coefficient of x square is 3. Let me substitute over here 1 by 3. Therefore, alpha beta is equal to 1 by 3. Let me name this as 2. Okay. Let P and Q denote or represent the sum and the product of the zeros of the required, every word is important, required quadratic polynomial. So this is the assumption we are making. So what do you get over here? Therefore, sum of the zeros is equal to P, which is equal to, see here, find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are alpha square by beta and beta square by alpha. So, that also I will mention it here so that it will be easy for us to do the sum whose zeros are alpha square by beta and beta square by alpha. So what do you get over here? Sum of the zeros is equal to P is equal to alpha square by beta plus beta square by alpha. When I take LCM, I will be getting alpha cube plus beta cube by alpha beta. See, alpha cube plus beta cube is nothing but alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta by alpha beta. I will tell you how to get this formula. I will write over here inside the bracket, since alpha plus beta the whole cube is equal to alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. This identity you would have learned in your previous classes. Therefore, sum of the zeros is equal to P is equal to, now let us substitute the value for alpha plus beta as well as for alpha beta. See here, alpha plus beta 4 by 3. Alpha beta 1 by 3. So let us substitute here. P is equal to 4 by 3 the whole cube minus 3 into 1 by 3 into 4 by 3, because alpha beta is 1 by 3, alpha plus beta is 4 by 3. So by alpha beta, you know alpha beta is nothing but 1 by 3. That's all. This I got it from 1 and 2. Now we have to simplify. I'll just write over here P is equal to 4 by 3 the whole cube. That means 64 by 27 minus this 3 and this 3 will get cancelled. Just left with minus 4 by 3 by 1 by 3. When you take LCM, you will be getting 27, you take it as LCM, you will be getting 64 minus 36. By here you will be having 1 by 3. This is nothing but, that is sum of zeros, P is equal to, this is nothing but 28, 64 minus 36, which is 28 by 27 into 3. 3 will go to the numerator. So this is 1 3s, 9 3s. So 28 by 9. Let me name this result as 3. Okay. What will happen to product of zeros? Product of the zeros is equal to Q. We took it as Q. You know the zeros are alpha square by beta, then beta square by alpha. This is nothing but beta will get cancelled, 1 beta, alpha and 1 alpha. Then you will be left with just alpha beta. And what is alpha beta? The product. You got it as 1 by 3. So let me write here 1 by 3. This I am getting it from 2. Product of the zeros is equal to Q is equal to 1 by 3. Let me name this result as 4. Using 3 and 4, we have to write the required quadratic polynomial. So let me write now. We know that in general, any quadratic polynomial can be written as this is the general form. F of x is equal to k into x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. Here you have taken the sum of zeros as P and the product of zeros as Q. So let me complete over here, where k is any non-zero real number. Here the required quadratic polynomial is, see already in the question the polynomial is given as f of x is equal to 3x square minus 4x plus 1. So let me take here p of x, or even I can take g of x. So the required quadratic polynomial is, let me take it as g of x is equal to k into x square minus sum of the zeros we took it as p. So px plus product of the zeros we took it as q plus q. So this is equal to k into x square minus, what is sum of zeros? 28 by 9 x, then product of zeros q is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. This I am getting from 3 and 4. This can be simplified as, let me take 9 as LCM. So 9x square minus 28x plus 3 by 9. This is 9 can be taken out. So k by 9 into 9x square minus 28x plus 3. Where, it's a very important one, k is any non-zero real number. You have to write the quadratic polynomial. So as I told you, this is your g of x. So just you write 9x square minus 28x plus 3. Therefore, the required quadratic polynomial is g of x is equal to 9x square minus 28x plus 3. So you can give your answer like this, or you can leave your answer at this point. The choice is yours. Of course, you have to conclude your answer at the end. Answer, just rewrite the same statement. Okay, with that we have come to the end of today's session. We have revised questions from previous year's board examination papers based on the concept, when the zeros of the polynomial are given, how to write the quadratic polynomial. In your textbook, the sum of the zeros as well as product of the zeros are given, and you have been asked to write the quadratic polynomial. But in the board examinations, the questions can be asked in the pattern like what I have done in today's class. See, the basic concept is the same, but questions can be asked in different ways. So you should be thorough with all the types what I have done in today's class. Thank you very much. I will meet you again in my next session.